Hi, welcome to my channel. Sorry it's been a while, but I was enjoying the holidays with my family, and now it's time to start getting back into the mode of scrapbooking and videos. So I'm just going to do a quick Friday freeze and let you know how everything's going and what direction I'm planning on going in the next week. And yeah, that. So first off, the money. I kind of had a slip, but Michaels had all their hot buy pads for $4.99, and then I had a 20% off sale items, and yeah, I slipped. So I ended up getting 5 paper pads, but they were $4 each, and they were cute, and I haven't bought anything in a long time, even before my freeze started. So I thought it was a good deal, especially because it ends up being cheaper than what I would pay for my white cardstock. So the way I look at it is, if there's pages in here that are not my style, if I use the back side, I can use it like white cardstock, and I feel like I'm still getting a good value for the money, and I do like the papers. So, you know, my mode is be thoughtful and thinking, and it was, again, good deal. The other thing I was getting is I had a 60% off coupon, and I've been using it for the ATG. Now my coupon expires January 1st, so I may get back to Michael's this weekend and get a couple more rolls. I cleared out the Michael's in the one town of all their PhotoSafe ATG, and so I think I'm going to go to the other Michael's that's close to me and see if they have any and try and get a couple more rolls. So I did pick up 4 rolls. And again, you don't get the 60% off coupons often, so I did take advantage of that and stocked myself up with that. So I'm going to be scrapping away. Thought I'd do a quick flip through on this paper and show you what I got. So the first paper pad is called Floral Romance. And if you've checked out my videos or seen my stuff on Pinterest, or not Pinterest, on Instagram, you'll know I really like florals, and anyone who's been like with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club when we post stuff. So you're more than welcome to go to my my Instagram account. It's 1K Carlson. I do have the settings on private because I get those weird ones where it's a guy asking to friend request you, and I'm like, why? Because when you look at their profile, they have absolutely 0 in common. They have like 2 pictures. So I'm kind of trying to keep the creepers out of my Instagram. But if you are following me and want to go on there and just send the request in, yeah, I'll probably check out what you've got. And if it looks like you're a scrapbooker, or if you send me a message saying, hey, I'm going to go and send you a request to follow, I'll accept it. It's just I'm trying to keep the creepy guys out. So anywho, so anyways, this one is Floral Romance, which is definitely my style. And so this is like more like the herbs and the butterflies. And you get 2 sheets of everything. I think there's 24 designs. So you're getting 48 sheets of paper, and I worked it out at $4 pad. It works out to be 8 cents a sheet. So again, even if there's a design I don't like, to use the back side, I don't think I can get white cardstock for that cheap, and that's kind of my justification. And it really did have a lot of good background paper and papers that I will use. So this is kind of a pale pink with dots. Like this one, I probably would not use because it's just so big, but I would use the back side as maybe something white, or fussy cut things out, or cut it down. So, but it's pretty. I really like this, the green with the floral in the background. And I'm just going to kind of go quicker because you guys don't want a half-an-hour long video. This is just white with gold florals. This is kind of an ivory colored background, more like a heritage style. Again, a lot of florals and butterflies. I can see that I would fussy cut a lot of that out. And that, I don't mind doing that. To me, that's relaxing. This one is more like doilies. Some really cool cut aparts. So you have some tags with the butterflies, titles, blooms, and again, all would go great for layouts or to be fussy cut. This one's kind of an off-white, or more of a to the gray tone of white with gray dots on it. This is pink background with gold foil butterflies. Again, another one that I would probably fussy cut out. This is kind of a gray background, geometric. Another really pretty floral. And this is kind of more like a mauve, or yeah, more of a mauve type background. And then this is kind of an off-whitish gray tone with the green and the mauve butterflies and florals with a little bit of script in it. Black with gold. Another cut apart with more of like the strips. This is kind of more of like, again, to the purple tone of the gray, some more to the mauve. I think this is really pretty with the florals all around. And the green. Another cut apart. And again, I don't know if I'd use the girl, but I like the saying, live your life without flowers, or with flowers. So I could see cutting some of this apart and using it versus using it like a 6x6. Or again, use the back for the white paper for matting. Another pretty floral, and this is more of a green background. More of a gray to the blue tones. Black background with the butterflies and florals. Another doily. This one is more to the gray background, and that's it for this one. So not a whole lot that I don't like in this one, very much my style. Let me go. And here's another one called Corner Office, and again, more of the florals with the pink, and they had a lot of navy blue in this one. Again, this is 24 designs, 48 sheets. So again, it worked out to be 8 cents a sheet. Another nice background with the variegating colors with the pinks. The floral vines in the blues with the pink flowers. A sheet of gold with white polka dots. Take time to make your heart happy. Again, I don't know if I'd use this or I'd fussy cut it apart, but this would be one I could use the back for the white. Just a nice pink geometric. One with a desk. I don't know if I would use this, but I like the upper half that I could use for like matting. A beautiful navy blue with gold geometric on it. This one's kind of cool. It's just pens and paper, so I could see using this for scrapbooking or something like that. More of the 6x6 Boss Lady being kind of classy. Again, I don't know if I'd use that, but I would use the back for matting. This one I could see using, and I could see using this for journaling. I don't think I'd use Boss Lady. And then another vine in pink with blue flowers this time. Another pink geometric. White with navy blue squiggles. This one's just all kinds of office equipment, purses, sunglasses. Again, I could see maybe using it for a school layout, or maybe you know, something with scrapbooking, or again, the back side for matting. And this is again a variegating pink. Cut apart, you make me happy, live your life to the fullest. I probably wouldn't use Boss Baby or the chair. Hello. So, a few things. I like this blue. I have boys, so that would be a good background for either my boys or the grandkids. A nice floral frame. Polka dots. You could do a nice birthday layout, something like that. It's a fun one. A lot of cut apart labels. Again, I don't know if I'd use necessarily the appointment, the work related ones, but you could always cover them up and put a different sticker or saying on it. Pink background with white swirlies, squiggles, whatever you want to call them. Navy blue background with pink. This is a really nice grid with an orange. Another cut apart of the borders, and that's it for that one. And then the last two were Christmas. And I have quite a bit of Christmas, but I did go through a lot, and I was kind of like, eh. Some of it, what I have is more kitty and whimsical, and I like more of a classic. So I did get this one. It's called Winter Dreams. Again, 24 designs, 48 sheets. But I liked some of the main pages in it. This to me is more classical. Our kids are grown up other than the grandkids, so this is more the events that I would go to, would be more like going to the Christmas market, things I could see using this kind of layout. The Norwals, on the other hand, I really can't see myself doing, but the little steel pups are cute. I could see maybe Fussy cutting some of them out and using them if we have going to the Shedd Aquarium, something like that, or again, use the back side. This one is just like the polar bears and stuff, and even if I didn't want to use this part of it, I think this upper part, if you covered it with another one, you could use this for camping. You could use this top part for anything. It doesn't have to be winter polar bear type layout, so it doesn't have to be Christmas. I really like this. It's kind of like a watercolory blue, like smushed with white flakes in it. Again, it can be a background for any kind of layout. It doesn't have to be winter or Christmas. This one is the Christmas trees with the polar bear and the deer and the penguins. I think this is really cute. And then it's got the silver going around the edge. This one again is more classic, the pine cones. Here you got the birch trees, which again is just classic winter. I really like that. More of like a Christmas flower, the white poinsettias and little flowers. And this is kind of on a navy background. Here you have the polar bears and the cubs. Another dark navy with the moon and the stars. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a winter layout. This can be any kind of a, camping under the stars kind of a layout. This one I probably would not use. Again, I don't necessarily want to scrapbook Norwals or whatever. I mean, it's cute. You could probably cover something up, but I would probably end up using the back of this one for matting. Then you have your cut aparts and the strips or the borders. Silver Christmas trees on white, very classic. I really like that coloring. This is another one that's kind of that watercolory ombre look with more of the navy blue. 6x6 cut aparts, the Christmas trees, Merry and Bright, another pretty circle with the flowers. Again, this one probably wouldn't do, but you can again cover this up and put a different decoration over the top of this and use it for journaling. More deer and fox. Another one that could be used for cut aparts. Again, I don't think I would use the Norwal, but I could see Fussy cutting out the deer and the bears and the sayings. This one's navy blue with white speckles and the Christmas trees or evergreens. Cut aparts. Again, navy blue with white stars, and again, I don't think this necessarily has to be Christmas. Another winter, like the more of the Arctic look, and again, I would probably do more of the upper half and put something else down here. And then you had this is more to a gray tone. Navy blue with pine cones. Another ombre blue with the white stars. And that's it for that pad. This one again is more classic Christmas, and this I can see using for more of my childhood. I was born in the 60s, so this was definitely more of the style of decorations that I had when I was growing up. So again, 24 designs, 48 sheets. It's called Classic Vintage. So here's just your Santa Claus with the reindeer flying over. This is a little sleeping village. The bells. Kind of a greenish blue with the white. And this has got kind of a glitter look, but it doesn't rub off. Kind of an embossed snowflakes. The classic rain kind of reminds me of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cartoons. That classic cartoon deer look that would have been in the 60s. And these are actually cut aparts. So these are will pop out. So there's Santa, Noel, the stockings. So it actually came with some die cuts, 2 sheets of these. These are just the blue with the gold or brown craft kind of color stars. Your candy cane stripe on a diagonal. And this has got a little bit of a silver glitter embossing. Again, another like readings type of scene that we would have seen in the 60s. A brick background would be great for like a Santa Claus chimney type layout for using as a piece. Pink with ornaments on it. More of like the Mercury ornaments that were again from like the 60s, early 70s. Just your regular candy canes. Blue diamonds. The diamonds are kind of like that yellowy color. Then you had your poinsettias. I love the vintage postcards. I could see cutting those out and using them and layering. Pink background with green and pinkish red Christmas trees. And you have your wreaths. Blue and kind of a cream colored stripe. More cut aparts, and again, this is the 25. So if I do decide next year that I want to do a December daily, because I haven't done it the last 2 years, I could see maybe even using this paper pad for it, because again, this is more of the style that I really like, and I could see using these as my countdown. And then that's just a pink, and it's a little bit of an ombre on the edges with a darker pinkish red polka dots. Pink with a brownish gold tone. Season's Greetings, just a text. Blue with the more of like a birch tree, white tree background. Green music notes. And then just a sheet with the different, and you could fussy cut these out, Peace, Santa, Noel, Jingle, and then a village view. And I do put up a village every year, so this would be kind of fun to take the pictures that I have of our Christmas village and somehow do a layout about the Christmas village that I put up every year. So that is that one. And then the last one is Holiday Ballet. Again, 24 designs, 48 sheets. And again, it goes more towards the classic vintage Christmas versus the more whimsical that they have now. So this is just blue with white snowflakes, kind of a pink, like a vine diagonal. Christmas cookies, and we just did our Christmas cookie baking with the boys. And we had wonderful sprinkles again this year. Very proud of my grandbabies. They did some awesome jobs. We had, this one's green with the nutcrackers and the Christmas trees and vines. And again, I put nutcracker on display. So this and like this nutcracker paper would be, I could use for the decorations I put up every year. This is just a red and it looks like a greenish kind of design. It's a little busy. I don't know if I'd use that or use it sparingly, but again, I can use the back. Some really nice cut-aparts. And a nice diagonal, and it's like a gold pinstriping in the red. It looks like it's like a faux stitching in it. Poinsettias, red on green. Ballerinas in navy. More ballerinas, more of the nutcracker. Pink with snowflakes. More cut-aparts, and again, the nutcrackers, ornaments, deck the halls. Here's more from the nutcracker. It's the most wonderful time of year. Again, I probably wouldn't use this, or if I did, it would be like maybe at the beginning of an album as an album, or like on when I was off pages that you don't, you know, if you don't want to have two, like a double page and whatever, you could fill in with this or use the back. Here's more of the presents, trees, nutcrackers, gingerbread. And again, I really like the classic Christmas look. Here's navy with the Christmas trees, the nutcrackers, the poinsettias. Another framed one. And here's one in green with the ivy going on a diagonal stripe. More 6x6 cut-aparts. And again, I don't know if I'd use these two, or you could always cut a picture with an oval and cover that up and then use it for framing. I don't know if I'd necessarily use that on a layout, but never say never. I've done weirder things. And then here we have a diagonal diamond with the candy canes in the center and holly. And then border strips. And again, more cut-aparts. And I could see fussy cutting some of these out. And then this I really like because it's the stage. So if you did go to the Nutcracker, you could put pictures of going to the theater. But I went with my sisters. And let's see if I got it here. Of course, now that I want it, I can't find it. But we went to see Cinderella at the theater, and I have the playbill and I have some pictures of my sisters, so I could see, you know, using this, even if it was a double page, because there's 2 sheets, having the pictures and the marquee on one and the playbill on another. It doesn't have to be Christmas. I mean, it is red, but the theater we go to is kind of a classic, and it's been remodeled, and so it's very much that gilded theater. So I could easily use this page on a normal everyday layout. So again, I did splurge, but I think I can, what I got was worth the money at 8 cents a piece of paper, and I have a lot of ideas for it, so it won't go to waste. So that was my splurge and my spend. I didn't make any layouts this last week. I spent it mainly concentrating on the family, wrapping, and trying to get, you know, just doing the Christmas things with the family and making some last minute gifts. So I don't have anything to share this week. I did go through and count how many layouts that I've made so far in 2009. I just have this traveler's notebook that I use. It's got the bullet paper in it. And I just go ahead and I keep track every month of how many layouts I do. And I added it up, and so far for 2019, I did make 208 pages. I didn't get to my goal. I keep setting my goal for 365, and I keep not making it. But one of these days, I'm going to get there. So this weekend, I will be doing the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party, at least maybe tonight and tomorrow. And then we have a family party on Sunday, so I don't know how much I'll get in here on Sunday. So hopefully I can add a few more to my tally, but I don't think 208 for the year is too shabby, and got a lot out of my stash. And I really, even though we started this spending freeze in September, I had actually been pretty much on a freeze throughout the year. I've been more conscious of what I'm buying and more thoughtful on not just buying because it's on sale. And again, even with the paper pads, there was thought involved in it, because I'm like, I've used a lot of my Christmas stuff. Haven't bought any in several years. And again, the paper can be used for the white side. So there was a little bit of thought in my decision to go ahead and break my freeze for that. So the other thing that I'm planning, I've talked to Christina on, is that I've got to give her my first one, but for 2020, one of the things that I will be doing, that I've given myself permission for, is to continue to receive things from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And because she customizes it to us, what my plan is to take a paper pad and then send her the paper pad and have her buy some embellishments to go with the pad to try and bash that pad of paper, because in my stash, paper is probably one of the main things that I have. So that's for 2020. The other thing I did over the last week is I did get into my scraps, and I've never purged scraps. I mean, I had little teeny tiny pieces and never let them go. And so I've gone through 3 or 4 of the 10 drawers so far and purged a big bag of just the cardstock scraps, little things that I know I won't use. So one of my goals in 2020 is to try and hit that up and get more of the scraps onto layouts and get that organized. And I think that's about it. Now, you're going to see a video coming up on January 1st. You probably won't see any next week. I will be making videos tomorrow, but my plan is to try and put them up for 2020 and just try and get ahead so that I've always got something coming out. I'm going to try and shoot for 3 videos a week. I know that I want to continue with Upstyle. I know that I want to I'll continue to do the freeze videos. That's separate from actually process videos. I'm going to be a guest designer for Mini Kit Mondays in February, but I've been playing along with that group, so I will probably continue to just film my mini kit Mondays. I really like doing that, and continue with my stash diving. The one kit that I had made that I was hoping to have bashed by the end of the year isn't even going to come close to getting bashed, because when I went to my last crop, I added so much paper to it. I've made it huge. So now it fills a whole iris container. So this weekend I'm going to go through and continue working on that, and then try and think about what I want to do for next year as far as the goals I want to go. So I will probably do an end of the year wrap up next week, and possibly a kit share for a small kit, unless I continue on with this one and try and get my vacation album done. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments down below. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like button. I'm very close to 200, and so I'm going to be looking at doing possibly a giveaway in January, as I've hit some milestones, and want to thank everyone who's gone in, so be on the lookout for that. I have to find a neat crafty thing to give away, and I think that's about it. I know that today Moira and Christy have put up videos. I'm going to assume that Kathy probably will, but she might not have it up on Friday. I know last week she put it up on Saturday or Sunday, so depending on how the holidays are going. And I'm not sure if who else is going to be putting up a freeze video, but I know that Christy has one up and Moira has one up. So go check out their video links if you haven't already, and I will see you next Friday. And like I said, watch for the 1st. We're going to have a video coming up on the 1st. So sorry this took longer than I thought, but I thought you'd like to see the paper pads that I bought. And next time we'll have actual layouts to share. All right, have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.